You know what? I'm going to say it loud because I'm black and I'm proud. I'm going to talk about Brooklyn. I'm going to talk about Harlem. And I'm going to talk about the Bronx. I'm going to say it loud because I'm black and I'm proud. It's not right what the government has done to the black American community. Okay, what did the government do to the black American community? Okay, let's talk about the first great community, Tulsa. Let's talk about that. Now let's wrap it up into Harlem, okay, where people came, doctors, and they also, I'll call it miniature Tulsa, Harlem, New York. Let's talk about Brooklyn. Let's talk about communities before all of these games and PlayStations came to take children and lock them in a room and hypnotize them and brainwash them on computers. Let's talk about how we used to go outside and play dodgeball, how how a junkyard used to be, the old cars, so creative things we used to do in the junkyard. How we got together and played red light, green light, one, two, three, hopscotch, double dutch. Now all you see is young men. The only game you see them really getting together and playing and being able to play is basketball. But what about when we used to play Skelly 1, Skelly 2, Skelly 3? What about when little girls used to play jacks? Now all they learning how to do is twerk. Black Americans, we have to. Why would you do this when our descendants fought for civil rights for us to live in harmony and liberty and in communities? They have brainwashed you with material things and brainwash you to destroy your beautiful bodies. You must wake up and go back into your roots before you kill your roots and you can't grow and come back together. You have to unite. The effectiveness of marching, no. The intelligent way to do it today is to sue. Many young men in the ghetto have developed a life of selling illegal narcotics, doing illegal things and everything. And this is the reason why we have to sue the government. I said, what? This is the reason why we have to sue the government to help redeem the youth that they destroyed. How did they destroy it? It was their choice. When applications was turned down, when the ghettos was in poverty, living on welfare, when jobs wasn't available, when education wasn't available to all, when schools was gentrified into slums. And don't forget the good old narcotics that was set in the ghetto areas. You know, the ghetto areas had to support the heroin. All before our great politicians knew how to steal that housing preservation development money, it was great investments into drug money. Great investments into drug money. Now they have to use the reverse. They don't want no more drugs. So, and they don't want no more people around that was doing the drugs. So here come good old fentanyl. And what have that done? entrapped young generations that never did drugs. See, the government allowed it into areas to destroy the people that was on heroin. I'm gonna tell the truth about this right here, okay? This is my wisdom, knowledge that I am sharing with you, experienced about the ghettos of America and what the government has been doing to the ghettos of America. Get out, Kyle. Oh, okay. Now, I say all of that to say, united you will stand. You have to stand up for your dignity. Your ancestors already lost occupation, jobs, lives, and everything for you to get your liberty. Black Americans, I'm talking to you. Only. Okay? Talking to you only. Because the Spanish Americans, they stick together. The Spanish Americans have not lost their ghettos. They still have their ghettos. It's the Black Americans that no longer have their ghettos. It's the Black Americans. I want to talk about the New York lottery. How the United States government stole the New York lottery from Black American men. From Black American men. When I was growing up in the ghetto, the New York lottery used to put food on many people's table by hitting those little numbers and believers, and it was called believers, and it was for the government to steal the New York lottery from the ghetto and be able to rob it in return. Rob people. Rob people. That's what the government has been allowed to do. Rob people. This is something that the young generation, you have to live your heaven on this earth. And you have to know that you are entitled. Let me take it there. You are entitled to these things. You are entitled to liberty. You are entitled to sue the government for entrapping you to become a felon and remain a felon. You are entitled to the prohibition of marijuana when United States government gave people with prominent money to grow it and classes how to grow it and gave you jail, institution, and death to bring it across the state line and called it a drug. And today, my wisdom and knowledge have witnessed the marijuana being tampered in the ghettos. And then people receiving dispensary license that have no right to nothing. Gotta stop accepting it's okay. It's okay for the government to, it's not okay for the government to come in your ghettos and steal your formula of mathematics, how to allow your community to make money, and they tell you it's illegal. And then they go putting a big stamp on it. Where did the money go? Where did all of the millions go? Now they even raised the Mega Millions or which one? Mega Million is now $5. To rioting, please don't do that, because when you do that, you make them richer. They even set you up to try to do some riding. And the prophecy is that the people that are leaving this United States corruption right now, because that's what United States is about right now, and fighting and kicking and screaming. Sometimes, if they could just realize that their country is paradise, and this American, maybe they don't have money or economy down there, but it would be good for the president of the United States to put. It would have been good if we could get some kind of economy of building cars for American. Like, let's bring back an American car called Ford that other countries might want to purchase, because China don't purchase nothing from us, from United States. They don't want nothing made in United States. Nothing. And we have to have everything made by them. Like, who made those deals? Like the ghetto, we have to start designing and making and eating your own food. Black Americans, you the only one that really don't have your own grocery stores with your own herbs and products. The Africans have theirs, the Jamaicans have theirs. But Black Americans, you don't. You always being a consumer, a slave. You have to know, just because you got my color, you are not me. And I'm talking you as a Black American. Just because these people got your color, they are not you. And we have to pop out with our own meat markets. I'm going to give a shout out to the men that just flashed before me. A lot of descendants do. The meat market that used to be on 139th Street and Lenox Avenue. Yes, I'm going to give that shout out to that meat market. Meat men, fish men, Black Americans, as I'm speaking, the visions of the communities to come back are visualizing. And then if you do not unite, the jail cells are full. I would like to know where in New York City, is that the plan? Just what am I trying to say? Just the big cities are going to gentrify all of the poor Black Americans out? Because I don't see a community. I don't see communities no more. I don't see communities no more. Well, let me see what this live had to say. Y'all have a good day.